Hey everybody, welcome back to my video on my channel. We're gonna do another rewatch today, and keeping in the theme with the week, since it's horror comedy week, and technically it's Ghostbusters week. Yesterday you saw our rewatch of Ghostbusters, the original awesome 1984 classic. Now I'm gonna check out Ghostbusters 2. But yeah, I'm excited to rewatch this one. Always really liked this. I don't understand why people didn't like it so much, I guess, other than what I said in the other video about this played more of the comedy, but still a lot more cool design elements. We get the great characters back, the great costumes, the music. I love this soundtrack, by the way. I always loved that interpretation. I believe it was Run DMC that did the version of the theme in this. And then, you know, songs like Spirits, some people hear it, you know, things like that. And walking the Statue of Liberty was great. The slime, the slime tanks is awesome. Vigo in the painting. Oh man, I'm actually getting really excited the more I start thinking about this to get the chance to rewatch it, so I'm quite excited for that. I'm just looking for a running time. 108 minutes, all right, cool. And what was this, like 1986, 1987? No, 1989. Was it really 4 years between Ghostbusters movies? That seems right. I'm having a flashback to being bummed about that as a kid. I guess maybe the cartoon was going on in between them? I can't quite remember, or maybe it happened around the same time. I just remember wishing the action figures looked like the movie costumes more than the cartoon costumes, but anyways, very excited for this, very anxious to check this out. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do that, shall I? So, let's watch! Okay, I remember really enjoying that movie, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I enjoyed it even more than I remember enjoying it. I was laughing out loud at a lot of stuff. It's definitely a funnier movie, but the jokes still totally work. I think really the biggest problem with that is the structure is a retread of the first one. Just, you know, like hitting certain story beats of they had to reform the group, there's a giant thing at the end, blah, 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 you know, Dana's possessed, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, you know, it's pretty freaking awesome. Egon is killing me in those early scenes when he's like doing all those psychological experiments. Just that little grin he has, and then like Dana starts asking about Peter, and like he's running the meter on her, and he's like, huh, interesting. You know, all that stuff. And then the little line about taking the puppy away from the kid, you know, because he was running all those like experiments like on the couple who are waiting for couples therapy, and they keep turning up the temperature and making them wait longer and longer, and then experimenting on the joy of a child with a puppy and all that. So that was really a lot of fun. They still didn't really give Winston much of anything to do in this, but they gave him more jokes, and he was more part of the crew. They really felt more bonded as a bunch of friends, so that was cool. Oh, I love that courtroom scene, the Scolari brothers and the judge and everything. Although that judge, there was no evidence that he rescinded their orders and all that stuff, so, you know, he could have just changed his mind later, but of course he didn't. I always loved Ray and Winston suiting up to go to the kids' party. I still joke about that, you know, sometimes whenever somebody says who you're gonna call, you often want to go Ghostbusters, but occasionally I'll just start chanting, He-Man, He-Man, just to fuck with them, because that's a fun thing to do. God, there's so much. Oh, the Tully and Annie Potts, Janine, all that stuff is great. The awkwardness there and the cute dorkiness there, all that stuff is just awesome. Yeah, Dana and Peter, I like that they were separated, but now they're getting back together. All that stuff was cool. The Vigo painting, of course, is fun, a good time there. I love the slime stuff and the slime tunnel under the city. As a kid, I always wanted to have like a tunnel play set like that, so you could actually, you know, and then like have the slime roll through it. Just there was a lot of Ghostbusters toys I really wanted as a kid they never made, and even to this day, they still really haven't made. I mean, it's only recently that they actually brought out like movie uniform action figures, and now I kind of really want those. But, you know, I had a lot of the toys and a lot of the play sets and all that stuff, and I loved it. But there were things I just always dreamed of them making, they never did. Eventually, they made a Slimer that slimes, sort of, and things like that, but you know, and then we got the Ghost Trap toy. Oh, the Ghost Trap toy, that was so much fun. But also, other things I love. Cheech Marin has, you know, a cameo or two in this, which is always cool. The Titanic returning is always a fun time. The possessed fur coat of the foxes coming back to life, that's cool. I like that the slime responds to, you know, emotion and everything, and I think it would have been interesting. I guess it's like they were kind of talking about it being a portal for the ghosts to come back into our world, so all that was neat. Another great montage of them going around and kicking butt and mopping up different ghosts and causing damage. I do like that what they do causes so much damage. You know, I just think that's one of those more realistic things. It's not like a superhero thing. Well, I guess superheroes cause a lot of damage too, so forget that analogy, but still very cool. Those sound effects are awesome. The music is awesome. Oh, the tunnel scene when not Peter but the other three go down in the train. It comes over Winston, and they're like, did you get the number of that train or whatever? He's like, sorry, I missed it. So that was a really good time. I loved the redesign of the Ectomobile. I always loved that version a little bit better. There's just so much more going on to it. There's some stuff I never picked up on when I was younger. That, like, one joke in particular I picked up on this time is when they go over to Dana's apartment and they're going to take like the stool sample from the baby and all that, and they're testing its auditory function. And there's this moment towards the end of that sequence when Peter comes in to Ray and Egon, and Egon's like, I'd like to run some gynecological exams on Dana. And Peter's like, yeah, wouldn't we all, without missing a beat. I'm like, oh my God, that's just one I never picked up on. So that one was really, really funny. I like Egon's sadistic streak in this. That's pretty cool. I like when they're showing Peter the slime in the toaster, and he's like, oh, we'll market this. And they're like, yeah, until it bites a hand off. He's like, what? It's just a toaster. Oh! And they all fall for it. He's like, oh, you fell for the man-eating toaster trick. Just things like that are pretty cool. Seeing Tully suit up as a Ghostbuster and actually go be a Ghostbuster, that is always heartwarming and fun. I love that Run DMC version of the Ghostbusters theme, as I had told you already. Oh man, there's just so much cool stuff in there, dude. Your love. Yeah, oh my God, the whole Statue of Liberty and going through the harbor and the water, that's one of those things, because like giant structures, giant statues, and deep bodies of water are like two things that really creep me out, and for some reason that combination is just really cool to me. That was something I was always fascinated with as a kid. They never made a playset, did they, for Statue of Liberty? I have like this vague recollection of an image in my head of the real Ghostbusters action figures in a like head of a Statue of Liberty. I don't know if that was a custom or an actual toy, but that would have been pretty sweet. I don't think they ever made a toy of the Ecto 2. Did they call it the Ecto 2? No, I think they still called it the Ecto 1 in there. I missed that little detail. Sorry about that. Again, kind of had the same story structure with the mayor and, you know, his in a Weasley government type. Of course, this time he puts him away into the mental institution, so that's kind of cool. I like that the ghost stuff had kind of subsided and everything, but now it's coming back. And, you know, and that they had been sued for all the damages caused by the end of Ghostbusters 1, I thought was pretty neat. That's why superheroes have secret identities, kids. That's the real reason for secret identities, is so they can't sue you if they don't know who you are. But yeah, that was a really, really good time. I was amazed because, and I love the way it starts. Like it just, boom, 5 years later, you know, and then it's Dana just pushing the baby cart and all that stuff. So that was always neat too. Like it just jumps right in there, and they explain the 5 years thing. So that was awesome. I always loved the redesign of the logo with the 2. I thought it was clever, you know, because they're back and everything, so it did kind of make sense, but it just made the patch look really cool. I forgot about the TV commercial, and like you get the free thermal mug and balloons for the kids, and that reminded me of the Hardee's 32-ounce cup I think I still have with the Ghostbusters 2 logo on it, so again, taking me back to my childhood. Oh man, just so much good stuff. Just so much good stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't see what people have against this one, but I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed rewatching it. I enjoyed rewatching both of these. It probably is going to hurt the remake even more for me because I watched them so close to seeing that for the first time, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm anxious to find out if there's anything good about that movie, but we will see tomorrow, I suppose. Or today, when you guys are seeing this, I'll be seeing that movie. So wish me luck. Other than that, let's get to the comments. Let's geek out. Tell me what you love about Ghostbusters 2 or what you don't like, you know, because I'm still baffled as to why that one's really so looked down upon. But I really enjoyed it. But let's geek out about it. Let's geek out about the first Ghostbusters, the new one, whatever you want to geek out about. Comment away. Let's do that. Thumbs up of encouragement is always fun and encouraging. Subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of fun, nerdy, geeky stuff every single day on the Eric Butts channel. And of course, share with your friends because, you know, we need to geek out together, right? And the more of us we get together, the more goodwill, the sooner we can get that slime dome off the museum and make things happen, all right? Cool. Other than that, check out the Patreon. You might like what you find there as bonus stuff. You can help support and grow the channel. It's up to you, no pressure. Just want to let you know it's out there. All right, gang, well, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go sing that Ghostbusters song the whole time I'm in the shower, I'm sure. And I'll see you guys later.